Well, the bench, Gerald Goines, is close to wrapping up week one of trial. Goines is accused of falsifying government documents and the deaths of Regina Nicholas and Dennis Tuttle during a raid in 2019. He pled not guilty to all the charges against him. KPRC 2's Joel Eisenbaum live in downtown where this trial is taking place. And Joel, go ahead.
You know what? We really have a fascinating issue brewing downtown right now in terms of this trial. Let me spell it out for you real quickly. And keep in mind that this deadly botched raid happened way back in January of 2019. So we're more than 5 years removed from the incident. And we're learning just yesterday that there may be more video, body cam video, that essentially nobody has ever seen. Now, this came out in testimony from Stephen Bryant, and you'll remember he is the former partner of Gerald Goines, who is on trial for 2 murders as well as tampering with evidence. That's the case we're talking about here. Well, Stephen Bryant said yesterday he believed that one of the sergeants that conducted this raid, along with everybody else, apparently had his own GoPro camera mounted to his body. He may have, is the way it was sort of couched. But then it later came out that Bryant didn't have any direct knowledge that this sergeant, Sergeant Reyna, actually did have his GoPro on him. So it kind of was a huge meatball out there that the jury then had to sort out in their heads. Bryant later said he wasn't sure, and so the matter is just kind of sticking out there, and it wasn't even discussed in open court today. But during a break, during sort of near a lunch break, the judge called all the parties up, not in the presence of the jury, and said, look, we have to hash this out. And so that involved this other sergeant and whether or not he should testify. We talked to his lawyer about that.
They just leave this out there where the jury's thinking, that whole squad is corrupt, and they had this body cam and they probably destroyed it.
Well, why would your client need immunity if the video never existed? If he just testified, hey, it doesn't exist, then why would he need immunity?
Because of what I just said, which is that doesn't mean they're going to believe what he says. They could believe what Bryant said.
The state is not going to give her immunity if they don't know what's on that body cam footage first. But she's not going to present the body camera footage to them if it does exist without that immunity. So it's kind of a catch-22, and it puts both sides in a very interesting predicament.
That second person, Casey Gonzalez, is a bench legal analyst, and she's a former prosecutor with the Harris County DA's office. And so the judge took this whole big thing and today during lunch said basically there is no evidence that this footage existed. And so that's where it stands right now. And so that's going to be packed away for several weeks as this jury goes on. As this trial goes on. And then the jury's going to have to sort out what to do with it. There'll be some sort of instruction, apparently, unless things change. At 6, we'll talk about some of the people who are up on the stand today. We'll see you then. We're live downtown. I'm Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC 2 News.
All right, Joel, thank you very much. I need to talk to me.